At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Acrisure Stadium. Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And we're off from Acrisure. For Darrell Patterson, now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Set high.
Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go, son. Set high.
Harris once more. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Go.
Fields now on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the Steelers are going to turn to Cameron Johnston to punt this away. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. Pulled in at the 20. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Officially a 69-yard punt. What a kick. And it'll be Bengals football. Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Hit applied by Keanu Benton. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over.
Here we go.
Over.
11 Palmer. Stop.
2nd and 10 now. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. Brought in inside the 20. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They bring a tight end in motion right. Burrow out of the shotgun. That's going to be caught by all. They drop him with a big hit. And at least he's able to hold on for the game. But boy, Brock, what a shot.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play goalie ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a goalie like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Here we go. 12, 12, 12.
Burrow from the gun. Rolling left, buying some time. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Bengals start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. Joe Burrow with the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Patterson now to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
First carry for the versatile vet Cordero Patterson. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. Angel. Press. Bunch right. Extend. No mas. Right.
Fields out of the gun. He's going to push one deep down. He's got it inside the 25. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers tie this game 7-7. Now Boswell on to send this away. Kadarius Toney now to return it. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he's stopped.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
On one, ready?
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Gun. Stop. 11 mighty. Stop.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Catch made by All. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down.
Here we go.
3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Stop.
Throwing from the gun here. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 41.
Here we go.
They bring Higgins in motion left. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Every offense in the league today, they want a couple of guys on the roster capable of doing this. Players who can line up a receiver, running back, and make plays from both spots. It's where the NFL's been heading for years, and what a great example on that play.
No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's brought down for a loss. One quarter done, 3 to go in this battle of elite teams. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break.
One, ready?
Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's 3rd and very long. Benson's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Butker knocks it through. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Tonight.
They'll start with a give to Harris. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. The rookie from Michigan, there that time. Extra DB out there for the Bengals. 3rd down coming.
Here we go. Good. All right.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Gets this one to Harris. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Offense in the hurry up here.
Chill clear. Hey, Ken. Sit high.
Fields now on 4th. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. The right call came in at the right time. Give him 9 yards and a successful conversion on...
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
You got a mini back. Go.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Gets this to Johnson. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Here we go.
Shotgun handoff for Patterson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. And it's the Steelers with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Hey, Ken. Hey, Ken.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Cam Taylor-Britt picks it off. And the Bengals take over on his 5th interception of the season.
1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
11.
They'll start on the ground here with Warren. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Cut. 11.
Throwing is Burrow. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover. and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
He's loaded another one up. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver. So that brings up 4th and long. The Bengals send out the punting unit. And he's in a real tough spot for his first kick. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. Collects this at the 35. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And the Steelers will take over possession. 1st and 10 from the 41.
11, 11, 11. Here we go, son. Chip slant. EQ. All right.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Tackle made by Miles Murphy.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
2nd and 4. He's going deep. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Out, let's go. Here we go. Good night.
Here's Fields to throw. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he's out just a second shy of reaching the red zone. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Good night.
Fields to throw it. And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers take the lead just before halftime. George Pickens the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Return coming from the 6. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Now Burrow. That's Gesicki. He's got it. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable, and creates space to take that shot downfield.
11, MT, take. 11, 11, 11, 11, 11.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Brought in by Chase near the sideline. And he reaches the 30 before going out of bounds. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
Here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11, 11.
Burrow out of the shotgun. On the move, headed right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half.
Chris Boswell, he kicks off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And that kick goes out of bounds. They're going to get great field position out of this. After they accept the penalty. So after the penalty yardage marked off, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run here following the penalty. And he's swallowed up in the middle, no gain on the run. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Gun. Shot. 11. Shot.
Burrow to the air now. Chased out to his right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down.
Here we go. 12. Shot.
Looking to throw, Burrow. He puts some air under it. Deep down the middle it goes. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Steelers have it now on his 8th pick of the year.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
At the 46-yard line.
Shot.
Staying on the ground with Harris. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger. But that back remains hungry.
Fields on 1st down. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Here we go, sit high. Sit high.
Fields out of the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Cam Taylor-Britt picks it off. And the Bengals take over as he records his 10th career INT.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Get set. Sit high.
The give now to Benson. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that 1st down marker.
The give on 2nd to Benson. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. That's a short gain of 1. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver. And it sets up 2nd down.
Here we go. Stop.
Warren here from the gun. We're working a couple of yards past the line. Hit applied by Keanu Benton. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
It's Warren on 3rd down. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
The Steelers calling their 1st time out, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Less than a yard needed here on 4th.
Gun. Stop. Stop.
He's back to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Here we go. Stop.
They'll run here. It's Benson. Is in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Trey Benson, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively. Maybe a little armchair quarterback after that call. I think the defense knew exactly what was coming.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Austin. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Off play action, it's Fields. Flushed out of the pocket. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Here we go, tonight.
A handoff for Harris, running right. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Hey, Ken. Here we go.
3rd and 4.
Press, bunch right. Hey, 551. West right, sit. Alpha. Go.
Now it's Fields. That's completed right side. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Here we go, son. Right.
Harris is across the line for the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. Najee Harris, the touchdown.
Here we go, son.
He's throwing for it. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points. Well, no harm in going for it there, Brock. Wanted to make it a field goal game, but their advantage instead stays at 1.
Yeah, that data book tells you it's the right call to make because we're here in the second half. Leading by 2 instead of just 1 doesn't make much of a difference either way. You still now trail with an opposing field goal, and that's what they've got to defend against right now.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's Bengals football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the 4th.
On 1, ready?
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
Burrow from the gun. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in 1 play and keep driving that defense
Here we go.
backwards.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. And his charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Whoa.
From the 41. He lets one fly deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
The Bengals getting ready for a big 2-point try late. And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead. No dice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the 2-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot. And who knows, maybe we'll have a 2-pointer that plays a bigger role when this thing's all said and done.
And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Say hi.
Running behind center with Harris. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Angel. Press, bunch right.
Here's 2nd and 11. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with the tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
He's throwing deep to the left side. And they really went went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down. Nearly an interception on that play. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Fields this clean at the 30. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Absolutely crushed that kick, a full 70-yard punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. And he's got a modest gain up to the 41-yard line. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
It's a 3-yard gain, only a yard shy of the marker on third down.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Offline, ready?
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Back to throw it. He connects downfield on 4th. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Patterson now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. No muss, no muss. Hey, can. Punch right. Sit high.
Shotgun snap to Fields. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Jamal Adams with the INT.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike.
Here we go.
And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football. This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. That's 7 yards on the run. Still 6 to go on 3rd.
Here we go.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Bengals nearing their 15th win this season. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
11.
Here's Burrow. Benson's got it. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
Done.
They'll run. It's Benson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on 4th.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
I'm one, ready?
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Yes, sir.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
11.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. Into the hands of Gesicki, complete. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity.
Here we go.
Man, did he make an impact play.
11 MT. 11 MT. 11. Dot.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. This throw is caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion. This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Forced out to his right. Has it down close. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
To throw again, it's Burrow. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. So the Bengals take this one on the road. And they snag some much-needed momentum to end the regular season as they start looking ahead to their wild